Hello, everyone, and welcome to this very special stream where we're gonna talk about Tradexpro, and more specifically, the title for today's stream is "Meet the Minds Behind Tradexpro," which is a pleasure and a privilege for me to be the host of this session and have a very, in a way, a friends conversation, very relaxed friends conversation. On another way, a very serious conversation about trading because trading is obviously serious. I am actually turning on the financial disclaimer so you understand it's serious. But on top of that, of course, for trading, we need funds. And today it's all about prop trading, about being funded. And therefore, again, exciting conversation ahead with Dixon and Wan. Welcome, my friends.
Hi, Jose.
Thank you for having us.
Thank you for having us. It's our pleasure. It's our utmost pleasure to be invited
Yeah,
to your channel.
yeah.
Yeah. First of all, I would like to maybe one you could just give a brief
Okay, sure.
introduction.
So my name is Juan. My partner here is Dixon. We are both co-founders of Tradexprop, which is one of the first few prop firms in Malaysia. There's actually another co-founder, Adam, but unfortunately he's not able to join us today. A little bit about my background. I was a marketing executive in the crude palm oil industry. Along the way, I obtained my MBA. During the COVID period, 2021, I shifted focus fully towards trading. And at Tradexprop, I'm the one in charge of operations. Yeah.
Wonderful, wonderful. And Dixon, can you introduce yourself a little bit as well?
Yeah. Just a short introduction about myself. I'm a business owner, entrepreneur, and I'm the CEO and co-founder of Tradexprop. Mainly focus on the direction of the company and also the future projects for our company as well. So yeah, I mean, my background is somewhat different compared to one because I'm mostly in the business sector. So started shifting focus into trading back in 2017, and we founded a company together, X Capital Group, before even starting TradeXprop, roughly around 2021. Yeah.
This is fantastic, fantastic. I mean, we're gonna throughout our conversation today, we're gonna get to learn so much more about you guys because obviously understanding more about you is directly related when it comes to understanding more about TredX Prop and basically understanding your experiences, where you're coming from, why you founded this company. What was the mission? What was the goal on how helping other traders would be in your mind? So that will help us to understand better both the company and you as well. So I would say let's kind of like begin with I mean, you guys, you are business minded. You have been into trading for a number of years, and next thing you know, there is this one day where you come up with this idea. Let's fund Tradexprop, a prop trading firm. So can you tell us more about how that happened, the thoughts, the essence, the idea, all of those things?
Yeah. Is it okay if I start first one?
Sure, sure. Go ahead.
Yeah. So each of us started trading very differently in the beginning. As my partner one here, started in trading stocks, especially in the Bursa market
Bursa.
in Malaysia, Bursa markets, and myself as a Forex trader. So long story short, we were mates for years, and we actually crossed path one day in a gym, actually talking about what each other are doing. And we sort of came to an understanding that both of us is actually pursuing a sort of similar path, and we started off as retail traders. And that time we came across a new business model, which is online proprietary trading firm, which is what we're doing exactly now. We jumped on the opportunity, and fortunately enough, we become funded traders ourselves. And along the journey, we started a private limited company just to handle our prop firm payouts. And we found that the local market is actually lacking information in regards to proprietary trading. That's why we founded Tradexprop with our main objective in assisting retail traders to pursue this as one of the option as a career path.
Wonderful, very very interesting. And I mean, we had multiple conversations in the past, and the one thing also that really caught my attention from the beginning when we met is your passion for the market. So such a fantastic thing that you guys trading different assets, different products. And next thing you know, you put those two passions together and with your other partner, of course, as well. And next thing you know, you founded Tradexprop. So that's fantastic. Um, I wanted to ask you a bit more about, going back in time. I mean, not probably not the most joyful time out there for most of the people, but I'm thinking about pandemic times. Um, how was that relevant when it comes to you guys funding the company? What was the impact of the pandemic on your end?
Okay, so to be honest, during the pandemic, we did not it did not lead directly to the ideas of the founding of this Tradexprop, but it was more for us, I believe, confirmation on our direction as retail traders at that point in time. So we were already doing trading for quite a while before the pandemic hit. But when we saw what happened during the pandemic, when we see businesses starting to struggle, how they were so vulnerable to this situation, and many people they were bankrupted and all that. Everything was in a standstill, right?
Yeah.
So, but the markets were going. The markets continue to just do what it does. It never sleeps. So it just gave further confirmation that we are on the right track.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. So yeah, maybe Dixon will say something.
Yeah. So the main driving force for us is also, especially in our local market scene, right? There's a lack of proper knowledge for trading, and they have a lot of misconception in regards of the financial markets, which prompted a lot of these pyramid schemes and back actors sort of thrive in this scene. So one of the main reasons that we founded this Tradexprop is we are looking to break that negative perception by offering proper education, proper tools, and funding to retail traders in these regards. Because there's a lot of retail traders out there. They don't have a set of rules to actually guide them in regards of risk management. And we hope through TradeXprop, through our rigid risk management system, we hope we could actually train the retail traders in proper risk management, and hope they could take this as a career path, as I mentioned before.
Wonderful, wonderful. Yeah, definitely. I mean, I personally started trading in 2008, which was a totally different type of financial crisis. But it was also one of those situations where people were losing jobs, companies were shutting down. And again, you look at the market and it's like, well, this is actually a good place where to be. Actually, you would even argue that the worst things are out there. And I don't mean to sound, how do I put it, negative or over positive, which are two opposite concepts. But the reality is that when you see the markets with high volatility levels and everybody's in trouble, whether we excel. And yeah, it's the pandemic was another proof of that. So now, so fast forward in time. Now you founded Tradexprop, and can you tell us more, about the early stages? Because now you start a company, and I guess that there are challenges. So how was it?
So in the beginning, of course, it's difficult, right? As with any other venture out there, but especially so in Malaysia, because awareness regarding prop trading is actually quite low in the beginning. So people were saying that it sounds too good to be true, right? How do you guys earn your money? How do you guys survive with all these kind of payouts and everything? So they don't understand the model. They just feel that it's just another scam due to the as what Dixon mentioned, right? That there's a lot of bad actors in the money markets. So we have to deal with all this negative perception, and that made it also very difficult in trying to show our genuineness in trying to create something of value for traders out there. So that was the biggest challenge from the start, and actually up till now, it's still a challenge.
Yes.
But it will take time. It will take time.
Indeed, indeed. Yeah, it's unbelievable, isn't it? If you go back in time, a moment ago I mentioned that I started learning how to trade in '08. I mean, that's a long time ago. That's 15 years ago. But even if you think about, let's say 5 years ago, a normal thing for a person who wanted to learn how to trade is just to think about financial markets like it's a serious thing, because they are probably the biggest business in the planet. It's many figures that those businesses produce, right? Banking industry, the financial services in general. So, let's call it 5 years ago, 10 years ago, anyone who wanted to be exposed to such markets, they would certainly get serious about it. But these days, and especially through the pandemic, you see all those people that maybe, with all respect, because we don't know what we don't know in any fields in life, but many people would look for the shortcut, right? And, just maybe it's funny because I'm going to say something about YouTube since we are in YouTube, but it's like, watching a 10-minute video on YouTube that teaches you how to trade is obviously not enough, and it's because it's a serious matter. It's, everything that requires a skill, it requires time and effort, and this is something that most people kind of like forgot, especially throughout the pandemic, and that was the perfect prey for those bad actors, using your term. Because obviously that again, those type of clients were the easy ones to to catch, and then many people have suffered, and now many people are in that skeptical mode, which of course no blame for that. It makes a lot of sense, but it's also a shame because then sometimes there are good opportunities out there, good learning opportunities, good funding opportunities, as we're discussing today, and next thing you know, traders, they can kind of get potential traders kind of get paralyzed in front of those opportunities, instead of just like in the old times, if you wish, just get serious about it, just learn, just apply yourself, develop beyond knowledge, develop your skill through practice, get funded, and just trade. And no matter what happens in the economies, have a tool. You may trade part-time, and this is the an extra leg of income that you have, or you may just go full time, like your new profession, or whatever your choice is. But definitely, it's serious stuff. Okay, and it's kind of like funny or not funny that people kind of forgot that. So hopefully, our conversation also helps for some new traders that have not got into it yet to understand that they need to apply themselves. Okay. Anyway, so talking about bad actors, I wanted to ask you this other question as well, which is, there are so many companies out there, all sort of things, but specifically amongst prop firms, there are also many prop firms, right? So what would you say that your company, has a totally different approach compared to other prop firms? What is your kind of like unique way to do things?
Okay, I'll let Juan have this.
Okay, so for us, we realized that definitely there are a lot of big boys out there that we can't directly compete with, right, from the beginning. So definitely our differentiation would be what we aim to achieve is a high degree of personalization, right? We're a smaller company. We are flexible. We are able to move faster. And what we try to do as well is to create a more supportive ecosystem that is not just a prop firm, but an entire ecosystem that helps the trader, something that creates value for the trader. So here I would maybe like to explain what I mean by supportive ecosystem.
Yes.
So our supportive ecosystem would be via our strategic collaborations with quality education partners, as well as tech providers. So we have an education partner, shout out to CC Trading. They've done an incredible job in creating quality education courses, and they did also a really good job in developing the trading community. Evident of our collaboration, we have some stats to share with you. Currently, about 34% of our traders are funded, and we have a passing rate of about 17%. Which is more than double of the industry standard, which is about 6 to 8%. You can cross-check this on Forex Factory or any other. You can Google it, right? So we have a passing rate that's 17% as opposed to 8%. This is definitely our education partner has a big hand in this as well, and this is the direction. It gives us conviction that we're on the right path. So we want to continually find new partners. So like we are very fortunate to have found Tradective. When we came across the product, we saw the potential that it had for traders, how versatile it is, and how it could accommodate to many different kind of individual trading styles and all that. And therefore, we decided to come on board with this partnership with Tradective. And these are the sort of companies which we feel are aligned with our vision, creating value for traders. So we want to continuously find like-minded entities like this and see what else we can help to create for our traders, right?
This is fantastic.
Yeah, I would like to add in some points in
Yep.
regards of the personalization. So currently we're running a funded traders call, which we call a one-on-one call for our funded traders. Basically, this call is to ensure our traders, trade exactly like how they trade through their evaluation accounts, which get them through the evaluation phase and get them funded. Because there's some stats behind this. There's a lot of traders, once they get past to the evaluation phase onto the funded phase, they tend to change their strategies. Maybe they're not so confident in regards, and there's some tweak here, or they don't have enough confidence overall, so they start to doubt themselves, right? So we offer this program to our funded traders, just to keep them aligned, um, remind them how they actually pass the evaluation phase, and sort of give them support throughout the funding journey.
Yes, because actually what we realized is that there's a pattern of newly funded traders who pass their funded accounts in record time, way faster than when they pass their evaluation, right? So we find that to be a bit disturbing. So we want to solve this problem. That's why it came about the idea of doing all these personalized calls, one-on-one calls with each and every newly funded trader. So we just want to remind them, to be the version of trader that actually passed the evaluation. Don't start trying to tweak or try something new. It's not the right time to try something new once you've gotten your prop account, or you getting your funded account, right?
Yeah,
It's not the right time.
makes a lot of sense. I mean, I remember some conversations we had in the past talking about trading psychology and all of those things. It's just, I mean, I'm delighted to hear of this, because it does show an unbelievable level of commitment when it comes to supporting, as you said, your ecosystem. So beautiful to hear. Now, in any case, I also wanted to ask, because you talked about passing rate, right? So that term kind of leads me into the next question, which is, how does evaluation work? The type of evaluation packages, how do they cater to different trader styles or trader types? Could you explain a bit more? Someone who finds Tradexprop and they want to get funded, they need to be evaluated. How does it work?
Okay, so regarding our evaluation packages, we have 3 at the moment, which is the single step, the 2-step, and the 3-step, right? Our single step one, basically, the strength of this the strength of this package is that it's only a single step, and you pass. Basically, it's the analogy would be you sitting for the exam just once. You pass, you get your funded account. However, the more difficult bit will be it has a maximum trailing drawdown. The drawdown is trailing. So what that means is that it follows your closed balance. So for example, if you have a 100K account, and your maximum trading drawdown is 6%, right? So let's say if your closed balance goes up to 105,000, which means you're in profit, 5,000 profit, your trailing drawdown would also follow. So from 94K, it would also go up another 5K. So your drawdown now allowable drawdown now is 99K. So it trails. And let's say if you hit your profit target of, let's say you hit 6%, and so your close balance now is 106K. Then your trailing drawdown would then be locked at 100K. It will no longer move. However, it stays locked. So which means if for some reason you have a bad streak of trades and your closed balance drops to 100K, you would have breached your account. Okay, so this is the strength and the weakness of this. Not a weakness per se, but the challenge with the first evaluation, right? And then we have the two-step. The two-step differs in the sense that you have to sit for the exam twice, right? You have to pass twice, and you have. However, there's no longer a trailing drawdown. It has a static drawdown. It's fixed at 8%. So fixed meaning it stays forever at 92K if you have 100K account. So no matter how high your close balance gets, your buffer will be just that much more from the start. So it stays in 92K. So you have a bigger buffer with a two-step. Now with the three-step, the difference is that you had to sit for the exam 3 times, but you no longer have a maximum daily loss. So this will be suited for those whose trading style is they normally have to float their trades. They want to have bigger room. They swing maybe bigger lot sizes. So this would be more suited for them. While for the single step, probably for those who have tighter risk management, they don't let their trades float. They have tight stops maybe. So you can see that our different evaluation packages, it will cater to traders with differing styles. They will find value in different packages. So yeah.
Understood. Understood.
I have some things to add on for there. So as for the first step evaluation, right, our equity target is 10%. And for the two-step, we actually have step 1 and step 2, which is a different profit target. So for the step 1, it will be 10%, and the second phase will be 5%.
Yep.
So although it's a two-step process, but then the profit target is actually different. It differs. Okay, and for our three-step, it's only 5% each phase.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Sorry.
Got
that
you,
makes
got
sense.
you. Understood. So a little bit as a summary, because obviously I'm putting myself in the shoes of someone listening to this for the first time. It's a lot of possibilities and combinations. So it's in a way very simple and very straightforward. On the other hand, it gets you thinking. So just to have a little bit of a summary, so it's well understood for everybody. My question would be, can you please summarize the key factors that a trader would need to consider when choosing, one-step evaluation, two-step evaluation, three-step evaluation, or one phase, two phase, three phase?
Okay, so let's say if you're a trader with experience and you have a lot of confidence in your system, so I would suggest you could go with the one phase one, because the whole process is a lot swifter and faster paced compared to the other two. Okay, so as for the second step, the two-step program, that one actually you have a lot of more buffer compared to the one-step program. So you actually have a lot of playing room per se. Okay, and for the three-step, in my opinion, the most advantageous part would be there's no daily loss limit. Meaning to say, once the traders, let's say if they can pass the three-step account, they don't have this limitation on the daily loss. So they could easily scale up their funded account if they wish so. Yeah.
Got you. Wonderful. This is great. Okay, so now let's talk about your traders in your community. Could you share one, two, three, whatever comes to your mind, some key story that you would classify as a success story, something that kind of was something that was a great experience in the company, or a great learning experience, or something that would be useful for our listeners to learn from, any success story from your clients?
Yes. So recently, I just had a funded trader call with one of our traders. He's actually based in Malaysia as well. So he actually did share some of his background stories to me, although it's not like a very huge success for him. So he actually got a 5K funded account from us, and he works as He works at a bank, a local bank, right? As a mortgage banker. So the idea of him getting a funded account for him is it's beyond his expectation, right? Because previously he used his own funds, and just as he's working at a nine to five, right? So it's hard for him to actually save up a lot of money, and he actually had a lot of credit card debts. That's from what he told me. So with our funded accounts, he actually start to believe in himself more, having more confidence in pursuing this path of trading, rather than risking his own funds. So yeah, it's not like a major success, but then it's one of success stories that we feel is good to share to the audience. Having a proprietary trading firm funded account actually differs a lot compared to a personal account.
Yeah, indeed. I mean, a moment ago I was referring to a prior conversation we had talking about trading psychology. So obviously, to some people, trading their own capital, especially if it's needed money, especially if there are personal debts and things like that, could trigger all sort of very problematic trading emotions. Whereas, trading with money that is not directly yours, where to get access to such money you had to prove yourself, and put you in a position of less pressure and more confidence. So it's definitely a powerful concept. Love it, love it. Cool. Should we talk about future, because you guys are obviously 100% devoted to the present, to supporting the community and all of that. But what about future plans? What else is in kind of like what else is in the oven? What are you guys baking for the future? That will be new, either product offerings or new developments.
Currently, we just recently launched our leaderboard in our dashboard. So basically, all the aspiring traders or traders that going through the evaluation phase or the funded phase, they could actually see a few of our top traders that are actually performing in the funded accounts. So we wish that this feature could actually help all the traders in regards of their psychology, their risk management, and it actually shows a very insightful metrics for the traders. And for future, actually, it's still in the planning, right? I mean, of course, we're gonna continue to look for, education providers or tool providers, to help with our traders, because we are traders ourselves. We are prop traders ourselves, and we understand that there's no one formula for all trader success. If you get what I mean. Let's say if this trader is good with looking at this sort of setups, other traders might not be able to see it, or the thought process or the decision process is not as identical. You know, it's like trading is a little bit of art and science, right? I
Yeah.
mean, you can say there's a thing that's very certain, but then it's actually it's never certain, especially for other traders. There's a lot of other factors involved. So we wish to find more education partners, more tools to provide to our traders and help them ease up the process. Because we will how to say, we will sort of filter through all the education, all the tools, and kind of found the ones we want in order to offer to the traders. And we're also looking to still in the planning of traders networking events or online offline seminar, just to gather all the traders around, all the serious traders, just to share their ideas, how's their approach towards the market, and sort of go hand in hand with them.
Wonderful. Makes tons of sense. So now, we're kind of getting close to the latest part in our conversation here. So let's pretend someone watching this video has been a little bit in the lazy mode, and just instead of watching the whole conversation we just had, just fast forwarded the video to this point. So let's pretend that person is a new aspiring trader who has never got too serious about trading, never got into a prop firm. What type of advice would you have for someone looking to start with prop trading that has never done it before? How would you approach it?
Okay, I'll take this one. For somebody who has never started prop trading, I think the first thing you need to do is to have a back-tested trading system that's proven to give you a statistical edge. Otherwise, otherwise it's like throwing darts in the dark, when you take your trades. Definitely find a trading system, get your stats out, get the data out, and then you test it at least with a demo account. So you need to test in the live environment and maybe personal account. Only then should you actually start thinking about going for prop trading. At which point, then you would need to find out what the entire thing is all about the entire prop trading ecosystem, what it takes. You need to understand your MT5s, the trading platforms, the trading lingos, the prop trading lingos, the trading rules. You need to understand the drawdowns. You need to understand what's the difference between a static and a trailing drawdown. Um, yeah, you need to do your due diligence. And besides knowing what prop trading is all about, you'd also need to, then you'd come to prop trading firm selection, right? So once you understand what the prop trading is all about, then you need to look for a suitable prop trading firm. So here you need to do your due diligence. Ideally, for me, you need to find prop firms where you can at least see the faces of the founders, right? There are many bad actors in the industry as well. So find reviews, have a look at the Discord communities, and see which one you vibe with.
Wonderful, makes a lot of sense. And you talked about trading lingo. So, with that concept in mind, let's talk about prop firm as a trading term, right? So, what would you say are the typical misconceptions? Because people Google prop firm and you find a million different types of websites which are actually different things. So, could you please clarify the term of what's a prop firm, what's a proper prop firm, that kind of thing.
Hmm. So prop firm, actually there's two types of prop firms currently in the market. There's a traditional type. I think Jose, you might have experienced the traditional type of prop firms, whereby they have like a desk set up for you, all the systems all they provided for you, but then it's based on a salary base, if I'm not mistaken, right? So what we're doing currently right now is a term called modern prop firm. Basically is you need to go through the online evaluation process in order for you to get funding. So I think when the traders or the beginner traders, once they go search online, it's best if they can identify which one they are looking for. Yeah.
Wonderful, wonderful, perfect.
I'd like to add as well.
Yes, go ahead.
Another common misconception for regarding prop firms in general is that, especially the modern prop firms, as Dixon mentioned, is that our kinds of firms, we want our traders to fail, right? This ventures a little bit into a sensitive territory, but there are bad actors out there that actually do want their traders to fail. They just want to earn off evaluation fees and all that, without getting too technical, right? And however, for us, we want you to pass, okay? Which because there's nothing, especially since how do I put it? Sorry. We actually want to find good traders. We want to find quality traders because we ourselves, we are looking to build a strong trading team as well, for maybe future upcoming projects. So it is very much in our interest to see and continuously develop and produce traders that can receive payouts.
Got you. Got you. Well, makes a lot of sense. I mean, the fact that you guys are traders, kind of says it all as well. Okay, because nothing wrong with being a business person and not being a trader and running or managing a trading business. I would say nothing wrong with that. But I guess at the essence, the understanding of what you have in your hands is different, coming from being a trader. So thanks for clarifying that. So, well, so well, let's say that someone has been listening to this and it's been eye opener, and there is interest in knowing more about your company and how to look at those evaluation packages and all of those things. How do people find you? Where do they need to go to get in touch with your company and to begin?
Yeah, you can. They can actually check out our website, which is www.tradexprop.com, and we have social medias throughout Instagram, YouTube, and TikTok, and also we have a Discord server which serves specifically for all our traders there, so they could definitely check us out there. Yeah.
Wonderful, wonderful. Well, definitely in the video description, on the bottom part of this video, we will also add some useful links, and also the fact that we have a partnership between both of our companies also provides some advantages for the traders in our community as well in the form of a discount. So make sure you guys check the video description for links and coupon codes and things of that sort that could help you get started. And no need to say that if you have questions, you certainly can direct questions to us, even though we would probably end up directing the questions to the team with Tradexprop, so you can also obviously connect with them directly on their website and just get your questions answered. And if you are a serious trader, so again, education, trading tools, and being funded basically is what you need apart from your time and commitment. So hopefully this video conversation was useful to you guys to think about it and understand how it works. Any final thoughts or anything else you would like to share with our community, my friends?
Yeah, for sure. So as what Juan mentioned just now, right? As a beginner trader, it's important to have a trading system with an edge. So I think with your community here, with your predictive tools, especially with the UFO and the auto climates, I think they're in good hands. So do explore this prop trading ground, but then there's no need to rush the entire process, because we do offer like our micro funding accounts, so you could just use it as your training ground and slowly work up the rank, because we are really focusing on cultivating traders rather than just pushing traders to get all the bigger accounts, right? So it's important to understand the edge, and I hopefully you know we could cultivate traders along the way and go in hand in our journey. Yeah, so with Tradictive, I think they're in the right hands. Yeah.
Thanks for that, Dixon. And indeed, your message there is spot on. As we said before, trading it's a process. It's about developing a skill. Trading psychology is involved, so account size plays a role on that. Being your capital or even not your capital, the account size does indeed play, an impact in the sense of pressure, potential pressure, because everybody is different. Some people don't feel the pressure. Some people do feel the pressure very much. So it's important that you develop your skill one step at a time. And the beauty is that I guess that both with our companies, that's our philosophy, isn't it? And both on our side as well as on your side, there are entry level type of products or entry level type of accounts, and then you can work your way up, depending on where you are in your trading journey. My friends, this is it's a pleasure. I mean, as always, when we have a conversation, could be around a coffee or could be here in front of a camera, but it's always a pleasure to have this conversation.
The pleasure is ours.
Amongst traders. So thank you for joining me today.
Thank you so much, Jose.
We'll be in touch with you all as well. Thank you for listening if you have been watching this video, and we're here to help. So you guys contact us and make sure you don't miss the video description, because there will be things of help, such as links and coupon discounts. You guys take care, everyone.
Take care.
Bye-bye.